So you can come into a symmetrical, relaxed position. Go ahead and spread out. And get as much surface area touching the floor as possible. If you can spread things out a little bit more, take a little jiggle, let things drop and release. And then consciously slow down your breath. Taking the time to inhale until you're full. And exhale until you're empty. And let each exhale be an invitation to release what's not needed. Physically, mentally, emotionally, anything that's not needed right now, just letting it go with each exhale. You can let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus. And feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you. Let's start by reaching arms overhead, big full body yawn, stretching your skin, stretching everything as long as you can. And then interlace your fingers, press out through your palms, flex your toes up, press through the heels. And then release. Bring your right knee to your chest. Give that knee a good squeeze in, maybe a little jiggle or rock. And then straighten the right leg up towards the ceiling, holding somewhere behind your leg for a gentle hamstring stretch. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times both directions. Bend your knee back in, open your knee out to the right, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of the left leg. Release, bend your knee in and take it across. Spinal twist. Open out through your right arm, let your knee and shoulder reach away from one another. And then staying in your twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal, right arm on a high diagonal. And then release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Circle or rock your knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor, evening things out. And then grab hold of just the left knee, drop the right leg long, squeeze this knee in close. And straighten the left leg up towards the ceiling, flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times one way, a couple times the other way. Bend your knee back in, open your knee out to the left, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of your right leg. release. Bend your knee, bring it across. Spinal twist. First with a bent knee. And then try straightening your left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal. Fingers and toes reach away from one another. And then roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees. Drop your feet to the floor. And let's get set up for a little bit of core work. Start by drawing your belly in, engaging the core, pressing the lower back down from the inside. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Exhale, lift head and chest up. Inhale, release down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. Up. And down. Up. And down. Let's take 2 more like this. Last one. And then release down. Now bring your right knee in and the left elbow across so they come towards one another, and then stretch your right leg long. And we'll keep going on this side. Knee in, reach it long. Knee in, reach it long. In and out. One more. Switch sides, bring the left knee in, right elbow across, and then stretch it long. Knee in, reach it long. In and out. In and out. One more. Now bring both legs up in the air, outwardly rotate the legs, bring one leg in front of the other, and then switch. And switch back and forth quickly as you slowly lower your legs towards the floor. Once it gets difficult to keep the lower back on the floor, you can head back up. Quick little switches, slow lower and lifts. Strong core, but relaxed face. Let's take one more lower and lift. And then release. Knees in. Another circle or rock. And then make your way up to sitting. Let's come on to hands and knees. If you want to pad your knees, you're welcome to use a blanket or cushion. Hands right under shoulders, fingers spread, knees under hips. Try and take weight into the full hand, not just the wrist. We'll take a few rolls through the spine. Start by lifting the head and tailbone, and then round, draw your belly in. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Now, inhale, arch. Shift your weight forward, bend the elbows straight back and dip part way or all the way to the floor, and then press up from there, round. Arch. Go forward to dip down. If going all the way down is too much, just do what feels right. Maybe just 1 inch. That could be plenty. Press up from there, round. Arch. Go forward to dip down. Press up. Round. Arch. One more time. Dip down. Press up. Round, and then sink back to child's pose. Hips to the heels. Forehead to the floor. Find a relaxed position for your arms and neck and shoulders. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left and then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And then back to center. Lift up through table and come into downward facing dog. Lifting the hips up and away from the hands. You might pedal out your feet a little bit. Opening up the calves and hamstrings. Take your time. Let's walk hands and feet towards one another and then hang in ragdoll. You can bend your knees as much as you like, a little or a lot. Any movement, any arm position. Bend your knees a little more and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. Let's come up to the front of the mat into mountain pose, Tadasana. Take a moment to feel where you are. Feel your feet. Stand a little taller. Feel that you are breathing. Let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen, part way up. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Maybe take an extra couple breaths here. As low or high as feels right for you. And then back to down dog when you're ready. Five deep breaths in a good resting pose. Whether that's down dog or child's pose or sitting or something else. One more deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. This time from down dog, let's take the right leg up. Bend your knee to your chest. Start circling this bent right knee. Lubricating your hip joint. Waking things up through movement. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little higher, and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Send it up and back. Right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge, arms up. Sink low. Let's grab the left wrist. Take it over for a side bend. Same thing other side. Grab your right wrist. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back. Lift the heart. Release arms up. Tip forward. Standing splits. Hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square, with the upper body letting go. Last breath here. Big step back. Warrior one, arms up. Settle in. One more breath. Release. Make your way to down dog. However you want to get there. Just feel what you're doing. Moving at your pace. From down dog, left leg sweeps up, bend your knee in. And start circling this bent left knee, the biggest circle possible for your body. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little higher, and then left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. Right towards the center of your chest. Reach it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge, arms up. Settle in, grab the right wrist, take it over, side bend. Same thing other side, grab your left wrist. Back to center, interlace fingers behind your back, other thumb on top. Release, arms up. Tip forward. Standing splits. Square off your hips. Reach that back leg straight, long, high. Let your upper body hang. One more breath. Big step back. Warrior one, arms up. Settle in. Last breath here. Release. Make your way back to a good rest. Letting go. Letting go of all the doing, all the moving. Just a few moments of letting things be as they are. Last breath here. Come back through down dog and step, or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's take the right arm up. Come over to a side bend. Left arm can provide support in the way that works for you. Reach a little further out, come up, release down. Other arm up and over. Reach a little further out to come up and release down. Let's interlace fingers, press out through the palms, take your arms up. Rise up onto your toes, find your balance, find ease while you're balancing, while you're wobbling or falling, whatever's happening. Start to fold forward, staying in balance on the toes. And bring your hands to your legs wherever they meet, the upper legs, lower. Make sure you're not locking your knees. Make sure you're not overstretching. And then release. Drop your hands. Drop your heels. Drop your head. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Can you even out the weight between your toes and your heels? One more breath. Release, fold forward. Inhaling, flat back. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3. Find your balance. You can modify or adjust in any way. Strong core supporting you, long neck. Really active, extending past the head, past your left foot. One more breath here. Step back, warrior 1. Release through your movement transition, whatever that is. Not one way to do this, do it your way. From down dog, left leg sweeps up, step forward, high lunge, arms up. Warrior 3. Modifying, adjusting in the way that works for you. Step back, warrior 1. Release. Rest. Allowing allowing what's done to be done, just letting it go. One more breath here. Let's come back through down dog. Step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down, up dog, and back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath, step forward, high lunge, arms up. Warrior 3, one breath, step back, warrior 1. From here, let's take eagle arms, right elbow on top. Put pressure between the elbows to spread the upper back, spread the rib cage, lift the heart, lower the hips. And then shift your weight forward. Come onto the toes of that back foot and step into eagle, Garudasana, knee on top of knee. If you can hook your ankle around your calf, do so. If it doesn't reach, just hug it in close. Release, unwind, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. You can find your balance with 2 hands on the floor, and then when you're ready, lift the left arm up. Keep looking for space, length, expansion. Last breath. Release. Make your way to down dog, however you get there. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up, step forward, high lunge, arms up. Warrior 3. Step back, warrior 1. Eagle arms. Left elbow on top this time. Pressure between the arms, spreading the back. Shift your weight forward. Eagle, Garudasana, knee on top of knee. And release, unwind, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Last breath. Release. Make your way. To a good rest, letting go. Let's come back through down dog and into a pigeon pose, right side. Slide the right knee forward. Scoot back through the left leg, help the hips get as low as they'll go, and set up any support that would be useful for you here. A little something under the hips, something you rest your chest or forehead onto. How much ease can you bring here? Let's bring the upper body back up. Take your time. If you have something under your right hip that's in your way, move it out of your way so you can lean to the right, and let's slide the left knee forward, coming into a half hero on the left side. So you might want to move your calf muscle out of your way. Try and have your left knee point straight ahead and your left toes point straight back. You could make this less intense by sitting up on something, a blanket or block. You can pad your ankle. And for some bodies, this is just not going to work no matter what you do. So feel free to skip it, do something different. If this is working for you, lean back onto your hands. You can see how this is. Try and open up the crease in the left hip. Try and lengthen the left knee. You can stay on your hands. You can explore coming lower, maybe just to your right elbow, maybe to both elbows, some of you all the way down. If this pose isn't working, you could instead be on your side and just take your left leg back without the pressure on your knee. So finding your way, breathing into the shape you're in, guiding the stretch from the hip to the knee. And then to release, let's lean to the right, roll to the right, straighten that left leg out, and give a little rub to the knee, the ankle, working out any tightness in those joints. Adjust the right sole of the foot to the left inner thigh, and then fold over that straight left leg. Janu Shirshasana. Your hands can be on your foot, something around the foot like a strap, the floor, wherever it serves you best. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Let's take a vinyasa or some movement transition. Moving at your pace, feeling the effect of where you were, the difference on the two sides. From down dog, left knee comes forward for a pigeon. On the left side, scoot back through the right leg, help the hips get as low as they'll go, supporting them if useful, finding any support that's needed here. And then releasing into what's underneath you. Let's bring the upper body back up. Take your time. If you have something under your left hip, move it out of your way so that you can lean to the left. Slide the right knee forward, half hero, right side, making whatever adjustments. So right knee points straight ahead, right toes point straight back. Pad your hips if it's useful, a little something under the ankle if it's useful. Take a different pose if it's useful. Tuck your tailbone and keep that going to keep the stretch in the hip and quad and out of the lower back. You can stay on your hands. You can explore coming to one or both elbows. To release, let's lean to the left. Straighten the right leg out. Give a little rub to the knee or ankle. Adjusting the left sole of the foot to the right inner thigh, Janushirshasana. Adjusting your torso so it lines up over the right leg, going towards a flat back, towards folding. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Let's take one more vinyasa or movement transition. Finding your way to sitting, however you want to get there. And then let's set up for a supported fish. So you can grab whatever props are going to be useful for this. It could be a couple blocks, blanket, bolster, foam roller, rolled up towel, lots of things could work. Something is going to go behind the upper back. Make sure it's pretty high up the upper back, nowhere near the lower back. Just low enough so the tops of the shoulders can fall off the end of it. And then depending on what you're using, you may want something else to support your head. So instead of the chin being way up in the air, the back of the neck is long. If the first thing you try isn't working, try something else. You could go higher or harder for more intensity, lower or softer for less intensity. Arms overhead is one option. You might try that to see how that puts the shoulders. If you don't like arms overhead, keep the shoulders in that open position as you bring your arms where you like them. Legs can be bent or straight. If there's any gripping in the lower back, try tucking your tailbone towards your heels. And if you're still feeling discomfort or gripping, you might do this with feet on the floor. And settle in. What is there to release here? Can you let your body just melt over your props? If this is a place you'd like to stay longer, that's an option. If you're ready to release, one gentle way of doing so is to interlace fingers behind your head. Lift your chin to your chest, move your stuff out of your way. Roll back down. And just feel the effect of where you were, how it is now. I'm going to suggest a supported bridge next, but if there's a different way you'd like to proceed, we are moving towards Shavasana, so this would be a good time to get in any pose you want, really listen to your needs. If you're joining me for supported bridge, place something under the sacrum, a little bit lower than the lower back, let your hips rest down on it. And you could stay just settling feet into the floor or take a hip flexor stretch. If you want to join me for the hip flexor stretch, grab your right knee, hug it in close, and then straighten your left leg and let that straight left leg hang, yawning open through the front of the left hip. And switch sides if you were doing one leg. And keep letting go wherever you are, feeling what you're doing, taking the time you need, releasing what's not needed here. And you feel even on the two sides. You can come to neutral, whether that's feet back to the floor, knees to chest, legs in the air, or legs along the floor. Settling into each moment, staying as long or short as you like. And take your time making your way to your final resting pose. So if there's any last pose or stretch you're needing, taking your time for that. If there's a part of your body that needs some attention, or you want to do a little movement or self-massage, winding things down in your way. There's no right or wrong or better way to do what you're doing, so you can just practice listening to your body. Giving yourself what you need as best you can. And eventually settle into some neutral shape, symmetrical, relaxed. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes and move your wrists and ankles. And take a big stretch out through your body. When you're ready, bring your knees in. And roll to one side. And use your hands to help you up to sitting. And bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today.